This is The Real Winning Edge. It's a track athlete who works hard to overcome the struggles caused by her adoption. A rodeo rider who bears a load of responsibilities when his mother becomes ill. Sibling powerlifters who find a way to break free from substance abuse. It's celebrities who let you know what it takes to win in life. Allison Felix, Bobby Moat, and Phil Pfister. This is How to Overcome.
I'm Apollo Antonono. See how you can overcome when life gets tough.
Hi, I'm Lisa Leslie. Find out how to have the real winning edge over life's challenges.
Coming up, her siblings left home, but she worked for a better future.
I'm Allison Felix. Sometimes when I line up for a race and I look around, all the competitors seem pretty big next to me. But that doesn't bother me because I know it's not the size of your stature that matters, it's the size of your heart. The same is true in life. You may feel small in the face of your problems, but it is possible to develop a largeness of character that will see you through anything. The track runner I'm introducing didn't grow up with her biological mom and dad, and this created many challenges. Watch how she found a way to build inner strength and a move in a positive direction with the real winning edge.
She's a tough young lady. And I believe she's tough because just of what she's been through her whole life. She took her background and she's pretty much turned into something that she said, well, I can go through that all those years. Doing a track workout is nothing. In every track meet, she had this certain demeanor about her that I would not be denied. As far as her training schedule, she probably had the longest day out of any athlete we have in our program, because she competed in so many events. She just come out here like she's out here now throwing a javelin. She working on a shot, she working on long jump, she working on hurdle techniques, and that's not even counting working on strength training. It takes a special individual to do the heptathlon, but she have that unique gift. She have a high level of pain tolerance, and that's what you have to have at this level to compete in that many events.
I compete in the heptathlon, which consists of 7 events: the high jump, long jump, shot put, javelin, 800, 200 meters, and 100-meter hurdles. I also do the 400-meter hurdles, and then 4x4 relays and whatever else they need me in.
He is someone who wants to do well, but she also wants you to do well too. Like, she'll support you 100%, even if she doesn't have the best day. And she feels good when her teammates all do well.
She rather go to her teammates one-on-one to encourage them that they will get better. Because they'll listen to her sometime before they listen to me because she's a living testimony. She displays some type of leadership every day. She'll make sure the kids warm up on time. She'll make sure the athletes are here on time at practice. I'll never forget, she said, if you work hard at something, something good has to come out of it. So the group worked hard, they followed her lead, and I want to say with the Pac-10 championships, we wound up getting third, and a lot of it just came down to the faith and the leadership that Keia showed at this particular championship last year down at U of A.
My mother was an alcoholic. She drank a lot. My mom had left the house, and the next people we saw were the police. They came, and next thing you know, we were in foster care, and we were, with another family. The first family I was placed with was also in Detroit. We called them Gran and Granddad. It was our family, and we enjoyed it, and it basically just ended when we got adopted. It's when our life basically changed. The discipline that my parents often put on us was often overbearing. There were just a lot of different experiences that made it hard to want to even stay in the home. My 2 brothers, they both became very rebellious. They started stealing, and they ended up going to boarding school and being in juvenile detention centers. So I ended up being the only one home, and Although I wanted to rebel, I wanted to do other things, I always stayed in the house and I always stuck it out. A lot of times when I was just really down and upset and angry, there really was nothing else I could do but pray. I'd cry my eyes out at night, but I find myself praying. Hopefully things will get better. Although I was very angry, I knew that taking it out on other people really wasn't gonna help anything. And I did have track as my outlet. You know, just knowing that everything happens for a reason and keeping faith in God, knowing that everything will work out, really kept me, you know, together. How I got to college was working hard every day. You have to put in more work than what everybody else is doing. When it was time for me to be recruited, I was getting recruited by a lot of schools, and I was offered a full ride scholarship for track at ASU to do what I'm doing now.
And with Keia, we always talk with her about what's your goal in life. As far as academic work goes with Keia, she does all her studying and work. She now has a full-time job, which is track and field. She's been really focused on her education because she's determined to become someone special in life.
When I first got to ASU, I think I got more caught up with my friends, you know, trying to go out and be social and do everything rather than making sure academics come first. I wasn't happy with how my grades were, and I knew that I could do better.
During her freshman year when she first came in, she struggled a little bit, but she was able to turn it around, get organized, and it's amazing. You know, looking at her GPA from her freshman year, from the fall, all the way up to now, she have improved tremendously.
I build constructive friendships by picking the right type of people for me. And when I do get those friendships, I keep them strong, you know. I make sure that they know they can trust me. And I'm always honest so that they can be honest with me. I am a really silly and goofy person. I always make everybody laugh at the same time. You don't necessarily have to be going out partying and drinking to have fun. If you're with people, a group of fun people, and you're socializing, I feel like that's enough fun rather than getting yourself in trouble doing everything else.
Keia's she's very honest, and she wants people to treat her the way she treats them. She did have probably like a more difficult life than everybody else, but she doesn't really complain about it or anything.
We have never seen her come to practice upset, sad, never. She's always smiling. No matter if she have a bad race or a good race. With her background, she have that fight in her whenever she's going up that hill. She know how to make that ground flat. I can't wait till she get middle age, because I know she's gonna be successful.
She's been through a lot more than the normal student athlete that comes in, and she just wants to give back what others have given to her. And so she takes that responsibility with pride. And with Keia, her main goal is to help others, specifically people in her own situation.
My major is family and human development, and with that, I want to go on to continue to help families and maybe do some type of social work where I can help families. If I had to give advice to young people who maybe felt like they had no one to lean to, I would let them know that there's always somebody you can go to. There's always somebody older and wiser who can probably help you. I think because of things that I've gone through, I'm just easier to react in an angry manner, but I have gotten better at it. Prayer does get me through some stuff, you know, it automatically puts me in a more calm manner. I believe that it was in God's plan to have me go through what I've gone through, because everything does happen for a reason, I think. Because of what I've been through and experienced, that it's for me to go on and help someone else, and I believe that God had a plan for me to do that.
Giving up just wasn't part of his vocabulary. Next.
I'm Bobby Moat. You know, I'm not much of one for excuses. I decided I wanted to be a rodeo competitor when I was 15. but I didn't live in a rodeo environment. So I cut wood to earn the money to train in bareback riding. I didn't just wait for my future to happen, I made it happen. That's what I admire about this next young man. He never let his situation be an excuse. He also earned his own money to train for rodeo. Then he earned scholarships so that he could attend college, all the while coping with his mother's terminal illness. So don't make excuses. Go out there and make it happen. Just remember, you're going to need strength to make it happen. And that strength comes from having the real winning edge.
I had a lot of drive to become a bareback rider. When my mom told me and my dad told me, you know, if this is what you want to do, you got to work hard for it. Went out, got myself a job, built the money together, found people to get some equipment. That's how we got started. I've been in some terrible wrecks, had a horse flip over on me a few times, one come right out of the chute. Danger is something I kind of crave. I fight bulls as well, so just jumping in between everything is just a huge adrenaline rush.
I think one of the most impressive things about Sylvan is his tenacity. Sylvan didn't get a lot of the God-given athletic gifts of natural ability to ride bareback horses, but he did get the God-given ability to be tenacious. And you know, you take what gifts you got and go with them, and that's the one Sylvan's got, and that's the one he's using.
Sylvan's strengths, he has no quit. He's all hard. I've never seen him quit a horse once.
The greatest achievements that I've obtained in my career so far is becoming a two-time Cody Night Rodeo year-end champion, looking at the third title this year, so it's a really awesome goal that I've achieved.
People see a buckle and think, you know, that's pretty shiny and that's pretty cute. Well, there's a lot of blood, sweat went into that little chunk of metal.
My parents were divorced. My mom diagnosed with a very rare chronic illness, and as soon as that happened, my childhood was pretty much done for. I mean, I could still do, you know, a few things, but I was running an 8-room motel in 4th grade pretty much. Cleaning rooms, taking, you know, reservations for people, checking them in, checking out. It was a tough deal to deal with at such a young age, and my boss had told me, he heard her say that my goal is to get my boys through high school. And my brother just graduated this past May, and at the end of June, they said that her breathing had changed and I really needed to get up there, so I didn't care if the cops were gonna chase me all the way. I was getting there, and my mom knew it was okay, knew I was there, knew that her boys were there, and she finally let herself go, and it was just, I was happy to see it. I mean, it was hard, but it was a good thing to see her out of that pain and finally in peace. And she's up there with the Lord watching down on me and making me ride a lot harder now. I really stepped out my senior year and decided, you know, we don't have a lot of money, I gotta step up and get some scholarships. You know, you'd think, oh yeah, you ain't got a lot of smarts jumping on bareback horses, fighting bulls and riding them and such. I was blessed with a great mind, and I couldn't really apply myself. And this last year, I was a 4.0 student all year in Powell, so just put your mind to it and work at it, and the academics will get you real far.
I feel like Sylvan's strengths when he was here at Northwest College are mostly his work ethic, his try. We have an awful lot of students that have a variety of excuses. I don't hear that from Sylvan. He gives it his best shot. Agriculture remains the largest employer in the United States. When you're studying agriculture here at Northwest, we try to make sure that you spend a little bit of time studying about animals, a little bit of time studying about plants and plant growth and soil and that sort of thing.
Sylvan has been a giant inspiration with everything he's gone through with his mother and everything. I mean, you can really see God just working through him. I mean, the fact that he's still out there trying right now, I mean, it's been such a short time, that's amazing right there. I mean, the boy has his head on straight and he knows where he's going in life.
For the kids out there that are going through kind of a rough time, just stay strong. I mean, everybody's gonna have stumbles, and here's my mom, sick, dying, in pain all the time. And I'm stuck 4th, 5th grade, you know, running a motel. It's just like, this is not how it's supposed to be. But it's all sort of a plan that the guy upstairs has set up for us. I'm really glad that that kind of happened in my life, because it seemed like it built me a hard work ethic, good work ethic, and, you know, stay strong, really get some good people skills built up too. It's been a blessing that I've had kind of this trip. It's been a rough one, but I've been blessed to have it.
Coming up, sisters who found the strength to quit drugs.
World's strongest man. I flip cars, lift giant boulders, and pull 18-wheelers. But there's some other kinds of strength that are even more important. Strong character, strong moral value, and a strong future for all of us. Today we're going to look at the story of two sisters who have amazing physical strength. They've overcome great challenges and had success after success through difficult situations. They give me hope that we can all have the real winning edge.
I was rock bottom. I had nothing left. I was at the end of my rope, and I just hit like total bottom, and I didn't feel like I had anything left to live for. And this was when I was 14. What I like about the sport of powerlifting is that it's challenging. There's always a new record to break or a new record to set. Kind of weak when I started, but I just got stronger, and there were times I wanted to quit so bad. I stuck with it, and now I love it, man. I don't want to ever stop. 3 years ago, I won my first world championship, which was the greatest because I got to walk on stage and I got to receive that award, and I was like, wow, I actually did it. I won. Our training process at the moment is 2 workouts a week, and we'll just do sets like just basic sets, but it's like really like physically hard because you especially the second workout and the third workout, because you're already worn out and you have to do the same thing without losing any repetitions. What happened with my sister was a really hard question to answer at first because I didn't want to. And I looked up to her so much, she was my fellow musician and she was my hero. Like she was everything. It was basically this one friend. And through the course of 3 or 4 years, it made Abby just deteriorate over time. Well, I was always looking for like my oldest sister's like approval and stuff, and she was falling into the wrong crowd. I had alcohol, and I even smoked. And I fell very quickly, and my dad and mom, they could all tell something was going on with all 3 of us. We were thinking, oh, they're old school. We know what we're doing, you know, and we were just being really naive. I was doing drugs, and I was cutting myself, and I went through so much stuff. God became real to me when my sister left, and all this stuff started pouring out about more things that she had been doing. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that. And I just fell like on my knees in my room, and I started bawling. I was like, I can't do this. What I had to do to get pulled back up was tell somebody. You can't do it on your own. Ever since then, I've had a couple rough spots, but I'm trying to stay on the right track. There's always a time and a chance to get out of something. You always have that choice.
I see them coming out the other side stronger spiritually and certainly stronger as a family as a result of those challenges.
I get a lot of commentary about my weight. I've always been like a big person, and I've like more accepted myself since I started the sport because I know that I'm taking care of myself, and I go to the doctor and he's told me I'm super healthy. And that's just the world putting an image in your head, telling you that you have to look a certain way to be beautiful, and that's not how I see it. So drugs and alcohol is fun for a season, but it doesn't last. It's gonna affect you, like your physical appearance and your mental and your health. And
yeah, you might get, high in the clouds or, drunk or whatever, and like you feel happy at that moment. But the next morning, you feel 10 times worse than what you did. It's pointless.
What people really need to realize is the choices that you make with your life doesn't just affect you. It affects everybody around you. Like, it's not about you. I mean, your life is yours, but what you do with it's gonna affect hundreds, thousands of people.
Don't miss next week on The Real Winning Edge and see how real teens deal with the challenges of blindness, an eating disorder, and anxiety. Our celebrity introducers will be Mac Powell of Third Day, Laura Wilkinson, and Matt Hughes. And there's more. Visit our website and find us on Facebook. Go to www.realwinningedge.com. That's where you can recommend someone for the program, too.